Everyone has their own dreams and success in life, but we need to persevere and work hard to achieve our success. Just like the people we will present in this video, they started with hardship until they work hard, so they achieve their dream and the success they have now. First of all, story of Lea Salonga. Maria Ligaya Carminimutan Salonga, better known as Lea Salonga, was born on February 22, 1971 at Medical Center, Manila. Lea Salonga is the daughter of Genuino Feliciano Salonga and Ligaya Alcantara Imutan. She has a brother named Gerard Salonga who is a composer. They lived in Angeles City for 6 years. When it was time for her to study, the two brothers were taken to Manila to be given a better and better education. Lea attended O.B. Montessori Center in Green Hills, Manila from elementary and high school. She was one of the school's active production students and graduated as a valedictorian. She also attended the University of the Philippines in a College of Music program at the age of 7. She first met The King and I, the Repertory Philippines, and when she was 10 years old, she recorded his first song, Small Voice. It was here that Lea Salonga continued to rise until she was chosen to perform as Kim in the successful musical Miss Saigon in 1989. But during the premiere run of Miss Saigon in London in 1989, she faced one of the most unforgettable challenges in her career. She almost lost her singing voice. Lea Salonga didn't give up on it, and on the other hand, became fortunate with the help of the people who love and care for her. There are so many people to credit for getting over everything, she said. Story of Tony Tan Kak Siong. Tony Tan Kak Siong was born in Davao del Sur because his family moved here to the Philippines. He was born on last January 5, 1953. He graduated in chemical engineering from one of the most famous universities in the country, UST or University of Santo Tomas. When he was a child, their life abroad was not easy. His mother always said, "It is important that he do his best and do not worry too much about what will happen in the future." They do not start with the amount of Jollibee menu options today. He started doing business when he was only 20 in their family business Jollibee, which is still thriving. Jollibee started with simple ice cream parlor, topped with fries, and the famous Jollibee burger, until they came up with a new name and logo. Initially, a franchise in Magnolia Ice Cream, an ice cream parlor they first built in Cubao, Quezon City. He noticed that most people wanted something hot, so he came up with the idea to add a hamburger concept. The career wasn't easy because when he started the business, he came to the country of McDonald's. Pero gaya ng nakikita natin ngayon, talagang nag-boom ang business niya na may mahigit na 756 na franchise store sa buong Pilipinas. He also made mistakes that helped him become more stable, including the collapse of what they expected to be a more recognizable franchise store. Even though he made a mistake, he persevered and didn't give up. The result was good because he is one of the top 50 richest men in the Philippines. Story of Lu Shitan. Lu Shitan was born on July 17, 1933 in Amoy, now Xiamen, Fujian Province, China. His family moved to Naga City, Camarines Sur when he was a child. He is the eldest of 8 siblings. He graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering from Far Eastern University. He received several honorary doctorate degrees. One of these was the Honorary Doctorate in Applied Agriculture, awarded by Central Luzon State University in 2001. Lu Shitan started as a janitor in a cigarette factory. He used his income from his work to support his education and his family until he was promoted as a tobacco cook, regulating the product mix. In 1966, Tan started his own tobacco company, Fortune Tobacco Corp. Until he set up his cigarette company he named Fortune Tobacco in 1966. and it became successful and expanded in the following years. In 1995, he became chairman of the airline. As the owner of PAL and head of Fortune Tobacco Corp, which by 1996 commanded nearly 75% of the Philippine market, and with an estimated net worth between $1 billion and $8 billion. Tan was considered the richest man in the Philippines.